Hi, my name's Jonathan Hicks. I'm back at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by
Steve. Hey, Bomb.
And we've just finished playing Century Spice Road, which is a light engine building game, essentially. You've got 4 different kinds of spices, represented by these cubes, from sort of lowest value through to highest value. And you start potentially with a few of these cubes, but the way the game is played is you're going to have a hand of cards. So you can play these cards. On your turn, you just play 1 card typically. So I might play this card, and it's very straightforward. This just gets me 2 yellow cubes. So I grab 2 yellow cubes from here, and it goes into your supply. There's a limit to how many of these cubes you can hold. And we keep going round, so I'll just show you what a few of the cards do. This one lets you upgrade 2 of your cubes. So I could upgrade this yellow one into a red one, and then I can immediately upgrade it into a green one now if I wanted to, or I could take another yellow one and upgrade that into a red one. And some of the cards will take other things, like this one takes 2 red ones, so if I played this on my next turn, I could take these 2 red ones and immediately convert them into a green and 3 yellows. So you're kind of ploughing through this, grabbing more and more cubes, but ultimately, you are trying to buy the cards that are worth victory points. So these ones at the top here are worth victory points, and you basically hand in the requirements at the bottom, and then you take the card and it's worth that many points at the end of the game. Whoever gets to 5 cards sort of triggers the end, and you count up all your points, and whoever has the most wins. Now just a couple of other things. You might wonder where you sort of get these cards from in the first place. Your starting cards, you only actually start with these 2 cards, so to get more of these cards that let you upgrade cubes, you can effectively buy them from this row here. The first one is free, but if you wanted to buy one that's in the middle of the row, you have to put cubes. You can stick any cubes you like on, so usually pick the cheapest cubes on the previous spaces, and then I could take this one and it gets added to my hand, and then I could play it in the future. And then they shuffle down and a new one comes out. And one other thing I should mention with these is that after you've played the cards, you don't just automatically get them back. You have to actually sort of spend an action to pick up all of your cards, and then you're going to get to play them again sort of one at a time. Finally then, the victory point cards, they're going to slide down as well when you take them, but if you take one of the ones in these first 2 spaces, if you take this one, you're going to get a gold coin, which is worth 3 points at the end. If you take this one, you get a silver coin, which is worth 1 point at the end. Most points wins. What do you think?
Yeah, it is the definition of an engine building game. You effectively spend, or at least it seems to be, you spend the first half of the game kind of getting cards into your hand that will allow you to kind of churn your engine out, and then the second half of the game you churn it out and see if you can get more points than other people. Some of the cards allow you to, so this card will allow you to do that as many times as you wanted to. So if you had 4 reds, you could swap 4 reds for this set of spices twice. So that's quite a nice thing that you can do, and you can kind of really get cards that work well together, and you can go this, pick them all up, this. It does require that the ones that come out have the right sort of spices that you need. Jonathan says cubes. It's meant to be a loose theme of spice here, but that theme just, it looks nice, the coins are nice, but it is just picking up cubes and seeing if you can do it the most efficiently. First time I played it with 3 new people, and we finished in like 20 minutes. We understood what to do. It's a very simple game, but you can play this a couple of times in a row, and once you figure out what you're doing, it goes very quickly.
Okay. Hey, Bomb?
Yeah, it's a really nice game. A lot of people always compare it to Splendor. It's very similar in terms of the engine building. It's different in terms of you do a lot of engine building, and when you swap to actually getting the cards, with Splendor it's more linear what you're trying to do. But the components are really nice. It's quite a quick, fun game. I have to admit, I really like it. The only thing I would say is a lot of people make one mistake with one of the rules, but the conversion, you can do it multiple times. So if it's like a green to 2 reds, if you've got 4 greens, you can swap those to 8 reds. Okay.
Rating?
I'd give this an 8.
7.5.
Okay. Yeah, it's a light game that will be perfect for playing with people who aren't that familiar with gaming, and it's fine. Personally, it lacks theme for me, really. It is the definition of a cube pusher in many ways. You just get 1 kind of cube, you convert them into a different kind of cube, and then eventually you try and convert them into points. But it's just so quick. That's the really big advantage of it. It's very simple. It's so quick to play. The turns go by really, really fast. As soon as you've played a turn, it's like, what? It's my turn again? So from that point of view, it's great. I think I'd want a bit more meat to a game for me personally. I think I'd be on a 7 out of 10. But it's a very well-designed game, I think. All right, thanks for watching. That was Century Spice Road.